For me, Victor Osimhen is a wonderful striker and is a good striker, but in the long run, I don't think that Mikel Arteta needs Victor Osimhen, and I don't think that Mikel Arteta is the fan of Victor Osimhen, and I believe that Arsenal fans has never learned from their mistake. They has never learned, and I believe this time around that they will need to learn, so that for them to understand that if your coach say that I want Mr. A, give your coach the Mr. A that your coach wanted. And that is football. If your coach says I want Mr. A, make sure that you give him that Mr. A that your coach wanted. Now, if you followed Mikel Arteta very well, you will find that for like past seasons now that Mikel Arteta is like an Arsenal coach, this young man, he always wants the players that he appointed by himself. Like if he said I want this player, and if you give him that player, he will say that he will improve the player. But if Mikel Arteta did not want a player and you give him that player, he will not improve the player. Check very well. And since this young man become Arsenal coach, he has never like produced an out-and-out striker. Mikel Arteta has never produced a striker that will say he will just be standing on a team. No, Mikel Arteta don't like such striker. Mikel Arteta likes striker that will come to play with the midfield and with the team. That is the kind of profile of striker that Mikel Arteta wants. And that is why if you watch last season, Mikel Arteta was the one that wanted to sign Benjamin Sesko. He had been monitoring Benjamin Sesko. He pushed to sign Benjamin Sesko, and at the end of everything, Arsenal board, being Arsenal sporting director, preferred Gyökeres. He preferred Victor Gyökeres, and that is why Arsenal end up signing Victor Gyökeres. And if you still watch last season, Mikel Arteta was preferring Kai Havertz than Gyökeres, because Gyökeres was not his signing. He did not like Gyökeres. He preferred Benjamin Sesko, and they gave him Gyökeres, and that is why he did not improve Gyökeres. And if you watch last season throughout, Gyökeres struggled. And the shocking part of everything, that last season also Gyökeres struggled, but he got a number of goals. Now this is again now we are getting reports that Arteta himself needs Alvarez of Atletico Madrid. He's preferring Arsenal to sign Alvarez of Atletico Madrid. Why Arsenal sporting director now is preferring to sign Victor Osimhen? I seen another mistake again. They have never still learned. Now, why Arsenal are preferring Victor Osimhen? And they also understand one thing. If you watch since Arteta take over as Arsenal coach, Arsenal have one of the best and the peaceful dressing room. Since Mikel Arteta become Arsenal coach, Arsenal have one of the best and peaceful dressing room. I don't think that Arsenal needs the energy of Victor Osimhen currently now in the dressing room. I don't think Arsenal needs the energy of Victor Osimhen in the dressing room, because Victor Osimhen has an attitude issue. Let's forget about all this Nigeria, no Nigeria, this and this. Let's talk football the way it is. Yes, I don't think that Mikel Arteta will be able to handle the attitude level of Victor Osimhen. If you watch when Victor Osimhen was in Napoli, he got problem with his teammates. He fought with his teammates. If you watch last season in Galatasaray, he fought with his teammates. Napoli, the same thing. Even in African Cup of Nations, he fought with his teammates in a match. He fought with his teammates. And if you watch the last incident that happened last week, he still fought against his opponent when he was playing in pre-season. That is not even a rematch. And I don't think that Mikel Arteta will see all these things finish and approve Arsenal to get him Victor Osimhen. I don't think Arsenal will do it. And before, I was saying that I was fancying Victor Osimhen to come to Premier League so that we'll be watching him week in, week out. But with what the young man is doing in pitch, I don't think that Victor Osimhen will cope in Premier League. With what Victor Osimhen is doing in terms of attitude, Victor Osimhen cannot cope in Premier League, because Premier League is one of the leagues that if they know that this is your lapses and they will be doing it to you every day, and he go fight tire. Right? He go fight tire. I don't think that Arsenal needs that such energy in that dressing room. If Arsenal is planning to sign Victor Osimhen, they should be planning to lose the peaceful dressing room that they have. Now, as Arsenal fans, are you going to select Victor Osimhen, or are you going to select the peaceful dressing room that you have for close to 6 years now? Because this guy will cause problem for the dressing room. Let's forget about this or this. No, he's a good player, but Arsenal no need in character. The young man has an attitude problem. If you check from Napoli, this young man has been fighting. In the fight always, and he has been having issues with his coaches, which Mikel Arteta himself is a kind of coach that like controls. He like anything that he will say, the player will do it. Victor Osimhen is not the kind of a player that coach will say something that you do it. Let's forget about all this Nigeria. That young man, Arteta cannot sign that guy. If that guy eventually ends in Arsenal, he will still have the problem that the same Gyökeres have. Now let's check last season. Now if you watch last season, most of us were saying that Gyökeres was a flop of the season, that he did not play to the expectation of Arsenal fans, because before Arsenal signed him, he scored up to 30-something goals per season. But Arsenal signed him last season, he played 36 games in the Premier League and he scored how many goals? 14 goals. Gyökeres played 36 games last season and he scored 14 goals last season, and all of us were calling him he's a flop. Upon he was not the one playing penalty. Upon Arteta was playing half ahead of him, he scored 14 goals. Now Victor Osimhen, being the fighter people have been praising, Arsenal should sign him. He played 22 goals last season. 22 goals. He played 22 matches last season and he scored 15 goals. Now Arsenal are trying to sign a striker, but the striker you want to sign did not even get a goal more than the striker that you have in your club last season. Are you seeing it? I still see that Victor Osimhen are not still better than Gyökeres. Even the Rashford that we are saying that is not good, Rashford even get a goal last season than Victor Osimhen. If you are comparing it, which Victor Osimhen is playing for more lower league, while Rashford played in Barcelona in Spanish league, even got a goal more than Victor Osimhen. That's why Arsenal fans, you guys should relax. For me, your coach needs Alvarez. Give him Alvarez. If you still give your coach Victor Osimhen, it will not still work, because the coach will not still use him. At the end of the day, the young man will still cause a problem in your dressing room. It is better you go for Alvarez, or you continue with Gyökeres. Gyökeres is a good striker. If this young man is not a good striker, how come he scored the 14 goals? Let's watch this season, how this season will be for him. But the Victor Osimhen that you're praising, he still scored the same numbers of goals with your striker last season. That's for now. As Arsenal fans, just try to follow the lead of your coach. Yes, follow the lead. If he said it's Gyökeres that he needs, give him. If he said it's Alvarez, give him. I don't think that Arsenal needs the energy of Victor Osimhen. That is to me. Still check it. Check everything about Victor Osimhen. Check the recent one that happened last week that he did. I don't think that this Arsenal coach currently now, or this Arsenal dressing room, needs such energy in that team. If this kind of energy should enter in the Arsenal team, it will cause a lot of problem. Now, as Arsenal fans, what is your opinion? My own opinion is that this same Victor Osimhen have the same numbers of goals with a striker that we are calling flop last season. Check it, like and share this video. Also go on your YouTube, subscribe on Victor Football Update. I just type Victor Football Update, subscribe on my YouTube channel, and I will be bringing an update on football on this platform back to back.